All right, I'm going to go over today some annotations with you. So first of all, to keep in mind, as always, is what's important and relevant in the text. And you're always thinking in terms of who, what, why, when, where, and how. And then you have to also think about the prompt. So for this last week's assignment, the prompt was to figure out the rabbi's claim in the speech, and then what are some evidence that supports that claim. So when we're looking at the text, what they generally do first is have a hook and give you some background information, and then they get to the thesis or their claim. So down here, a lot of students said this is perhaps the greatest tragedy of genocide and the reason why we must be vigilant. Well, it says this. We don't know what this is, so we have to look above it. So the operation like genocide takes an extensive organization. So from leaders to ordinary citizens, participate, cooperate, or turn a blind eye. This is the reason why we must be vigilant. So we have to avoid participation, cooperation, and simply turning a blind eye to prevent genocide. That is the claim. So I asked you to highlight it, annotate it. Annotations are on. It's highlighted in yellow. This is the claim. So must prevent and be vigilant. Okay, so it's just a quick, we have to prevent a Holocaust and be vigilant. So I create a note there. The next thing you need to do is support it with, so how do we, from ordinary citizens to leaders, prevent it? You look at it, so loaded language is is contagious. It can corrupt hearts and minds. So language of hatred, I know I'm going to have this as my evidence. Language hate must be avoided. So right now I'm just talking about the things, the evidence all needs to support what needs to be done to prevent it. So anything that is what we can do from leaders to citizens is going to be highlighted. I also look at the very end because we know in a text you conclude it with a wrap-up. So when I look at it at the very bottom again, I know we have a responsibility to protect. So we have to protect, we have to have courage, and it's our duty to have one faith and to see what is right. So I would underline those things. That's wrapping up everything that's inside. And then I look for inside of them also what we need to do and not do to prevent genocide.